Hello, boys and girls. We're gonna be making fun of Vosh because it's easy and he exposed himself. Everybody knows. Coomers, boo! Boo to the Coomers. Editing me here, just don't be harassing people that I talk about in this video. Y'all are childish, the fact I have to tell you that. This is all just for fun. This is all not to be taken too seriously. If you're out here taking it seriously, you need to go get help, or call your parents or something, because this is just jokes and I'm just a random ass person on the internet. Also, don't mind me. I will be cutting in here and there with edits. It is 5 in the morning and I've been working on this video for a long time, so yeah. Thank you very much. Love ya. Drop a like. So we're gonna make fun of him for liking horsecock. We're gonna have Jesse with us tonight. He doesn't want to be on camera, but he does want to talk shit with us, so I hope you enjoy us milking the cow. Oh, we just looked up Vosh, and then horse is the third option down. So we're just gonna click that. Editing me here again. I just wanted to preface why I was reacting to Ethan's video specifically. I was actually gonna react to his original stream, and look at some tweets. But at the time of this recording, it came out 2 hours ago. Like, it was done streaming. So this fell into my lap, and I thought it'd be funnier and better to react to Ethan's stream instead. No more horsing around. This is new. Vosh, no more horsing around, streamed 2 hours ago.
We got ourselves a whole barn of a show out here today, boys.
This is so funny already.
He and his fans persistently tell us that there was nothing bad in that folder. What? And that is a convenient lie that's told by Vosh.
Riju was in that folder, and Riju is a child in Zelda. Riju is a child in Zelda, everybody knows. Look her up, she's fucking like 14 or something. He had a bunch of pictures of that, not only the horsecock.
So in his video, he had these incredible takes, but I want to tell you all, Vosh and his supporters will tell you the following things. It's out of context. All the clips of him, it wasn't. We looked at the context.
We looked at it and understood it.
Ethan literally went in and looked at all the clips of the CP clips I showed you, Jesse. He showed all the context of the clips, showed his whole argument, that his argument is, well, if y'all are okay with child slavery, y'all should be okay with child porn. And he said his whole argument, and he's like, you're taking my argument out of context. I'm a big brain intellectual. I'm trying to debate about child porn. Y'all eat chocolate, but y'all are against child porn. Like, child porn can't be made ethically. That's actually fucking retarded, because chocolate, coffee, cobalt, because I remember they were talking about the cobalt mines, that can be done ethically. You can't be exploiting a child ethically. And people like Vosh think Loli is like ethical child porn in that sense, like, right? Like, no, am I wrong? I don't think so.
They will tell you that what was in the folder was not Loli. It was Loli, by Vosh's own admission, which I will show you. That it's all been debunked or explained a million times, they'll say. It has not.
See, that's true because it fucking is Loli. I'm sorry, but Riju, we looked it up. Riju's age confirmed. She's roughly around 12 years old. We read it here first, folks. I instantly knew the Riju. See, everyone was talking about the horses, and I get it's a joke, and like I get he's like, no more horsing around. But I instantly noticed Riju, and she's a child in both games. And even if she's aged up in tears, because in Breath of the Wild she's 12, that means she's aged up just a little bit. She has to be still like underage, under 16 years old.
This is the context that they continue to tell us is cut out, because it's the same justification every time he brings it up. He says other industries are bad, like cobalt mining or chocolate, but we aren't morally consistent.
And this is just so fucking stupid. Well, other things are bad, so what I'm doing is okay. You can't make child exploitation material ethically. Aren't morally consistent. What the fuck are you talking about? This person isn't morally consistent. This person barely believes in morals. What did he used to say? He's like, he pretty much says he doesn't care how he wins as long as he wins, which means he doesn't give a fuck about morals. And some of the things he talks about, he really doesn't care about morals. And that's what's funny. You can be anti-capitalism and be anti-CP. You can be anti-capitalism and also be like a normal person and be like, yeah, child exploitation material is bad, and so is child slavery is bad. Yes, I have an iPhone that has cobalt in it. That doesn't mean I support child exploitation. Like, there's a level to these things. I hate that we, the consumer, are put are put on the responsibility of the people who are doing these unethical practices. It's like, no, you guys are being evil, and it has nothing to do with me. Can we stop blaming me and other, like, little people for being evil when it's actually the corporations being fucking evil? Okay, there's slavery, chocolate. There's slavery, cobalt. That's not my fucking fault. If I was in charge, you think I would be just making those little kids do it? Like, are you kidding me? Vosh is retarded.
And yet they'll continue to tell us that it's been debunked or that it's old.
See, the clips that he did say that weird arguments, they are old. But he said them enough times where that's what some people do know Vosh from. I've known Vosh and about him for a long time, since like right when he was new. As soon as he said that stuff, I was instantly like, this guy is weird and he does not know how to articulate what he's talking about. I can see what he's saying. That, oh, y'all are okay with one child exploitation, but not okay with another. That's still a retarded argument in the first half. It's like actually like a child argument because you're like, oh, well, what aboutism? Kind of, it's like, well, what about them? Okay, well, I'm looking at Loli, but what about capitalism? What about cocoa? What about cocoa butter? That's what children do. Children go, well, what about them? So what about you? You're looking at horse child porn, looking at Reju. What about you? You're exposing that. You have fucking porn on your streaming computer. You have porn on your streaming computer. You're rich enough to have 2 computers. You would think that you would have a Koeman computer. With your taxes right next to your porn. So you know what his priorities are. He knows that his taxes are important and his fucking nutting to read you with 12-year-old, 16-year-old is important. I don't have to say anything. If I just tell you the context, he had a 12-year-old hentai, a girl of a 12-year-old hentai on his computer. I don't have to tell you anything else. You will think in your mind by like being a normal person, being like, yeah, that's kind of creepy. I didn't even have to say he's creepy. That's just me telling you the facts.
This defense, by the way, may have been believable up until we found that he is actually consuming Loli stuff.
It's true. His CP arguments were already weird, and see, I knew what he was trying to say. I can articulate what a retard is trying to say. Thing is, I think that if he articulated a little bit better, like saying all child exploitation is bad, but it's crazy how some societies here are okay with some and ignore some and are against another. That's an easy way to put it. Still stupid, still a dumb argument, but it's still like, I can see what he's saying. He's not a creep for that argument. He framed it really weird because he's like, there's no moral or ethical justification. I'm not finishing that sentence. The thing is, now that we found out he likes the weird horse porn, the Reju Loli, now that argument makes him look even more creepy. It's kind of like a phebophile argument, where people are like, well, you're not a pedophile, they're a phebophile because they're not a prepubescent. It's like, okay, we found the pedophile. Exposed!
So he leaked this folder, which was super silly to begin with.
The horse shit is what caught me.
It was funny at first, and then the more you look at it, it starts to get a little disturbing, and then you realize all of his background.
See, Hila is literally just making the logical conclusion that everyone else who is, I would believe to be normal, would think. Is that, okay, his CP arguments are a little strange, but now that we found out you kind of look at the drawing equivalent of CP, yeah, you're fucking weird. I'm not calling him anything. It's just like, everyone can make a prejudgment on his history now and what he does, and that's a fact. You can be mad that we're making fun of him too, like, we're making jokes, and we're also saying you're creepy.
He accuses me continually in his video of doing a bad faith character assassination attempt. I have no reason to assassinate this man's character. I thought the horse porn was funny.
Vosh literally said within a couple minutes of the stream that he didn't even watch Ethan's stream. So how can he say it's bad faith? In fact, I watched the entire thing. I watched this whole thing unfold live, and I genuinely believe that Ethan was so good faith and even looked at all the context of those CP argument clips, articulated what his argument was, like I did as well, in front of all those people. And everyone can still conclude that you are creepy. We tried to give you the benefit of the doubt by looking at the context, looking at everything. And you're still creepy. Just own it. Like, I don't know why you have to act like your hands in the cookie jar and we got caught you. Like, you're creepy. You want to be a horse. At least admit it. Like, don't act like you're superior, high and mighty with your intellectual ass. And horse porn watching taxes. Oh my god, I can't believe I saw your ID next to the fucking porn. To be sorted. To be sorted. I don't look at hentai or loli, personally, like, but I'm not ashamed of what I watch. Oh, well, I just found out that artist is a loli, so that means their art is loli. Oh no, I guess it's bad. I'm so sorry for that. No, it was loli from the beginning, and it's loli now. It doesn't matter that you just found out that they're a lolicon. You know his priorities. It was next to the taxes. You will go to jail if you don't do your taxes right. And his nut is up there with his taxes on the streaming computer. We were friends. Me and Ethan were friends. We're friendly. It breaks my heart. You don't know each other. Y'all literally aren't friends. Y'all barely talked. I'm sick of everyone on Twitter and on YouTube being like, we were friends. I can't believe you were not friends. Y'all literally liked a couple of each other's tweets, DM'd here and there. Y'all are brain dead. You see someone following each other, you're like, they're friends.
He's saying that because my people know that I'm a pervert, therefore you shouldn't be outraged by it. Now, not everybody in the world you might be. I didn't know you were a pervert on this level.
Ethan says he doesn't. I did. I guess I'm into the lore. I don't know. I like the drama. I like looking at it. But the thing is, now that we've seen what you jack your gherkin to, we know officially the facts. It doesn't mean if it was behind closed doors or not, it's still weird. If no one knew that someone hurt somebody and no one found out, that doesn't mean it's not bad anyways. Like, Vosh can talk about morals all he wants, but if you look through any of his old catalog, he literally doesn't believe in morals at all. He literally believes if he wins, it doesn't matter how he wins. He could lie, he could cheat, he could steal, he could do horrible things, but if he wins, his side wins, that's all that matters. So I don't really believe that Vosh is good faith in this anyways. I think he's really being a little baby, number one, and being manipulative. He's like, oh, well, I thought me and Ethan were friends. You guys were not friends. Don't be trying to manipulate your gullible, dumbass audience of Coomers that y'all were friends and you're betrayed. He literally said he felt betrayed. You can't be betrayed by someone you don't know. You can only be betrayed by a friend or a family. Like, he's stupid. You're feeling betrayal? We knew you were a horse goblin, fucker. But not a lolly. Lyric's talking about how he had to explain himself. That was the perfect way. He used to be an anime artist. He's like, what I liked. I saw all the pictures that he liked where people were calling him a lolly. Not lolly. Not porn. Totally normal anime images. And in fact, he showed how he used to draw and all that stuff. I was like, see, if you are being accused of something and you're genuine and nothing bad is there, the evidence will show that you're a genuine person. But Vosh, all the evidence is showing you are a degenerate. What more is there to say? Like, you are the one who's providing us all the evidence. You're the one giving us your life. We're the one seeing your porn folder. You're the one telling us, giving us this. So it's not us just making this shit up in our mind. Like, we wouldn't have known about this if you didn't expose it yourself. So, like,
I've seen his clips from time to time on a certain subject, especially lately with so much going on in the world. Sometimes a clip of his will come up and we'll watch it. That doesn't mean that I know anything about Vosh or his history or his Discord chats with his fans. You know, this is a whole different level of like knowing you and following you.
It's a literal iceberg.
Clips.
It's just exactly. So, and another.
I don't know that you're into horses. You know.
See, and the fact that was news to Ethan and Hila, and they're also online all the time. And Hila even said that she's seen your stuff before and she didn't even know you were a horse fucker. That's crazy because I knew that there was some lore. There was some like underlying message. There was some underlying stuff and he was a weirdo. Tacoma wept. Everybody knows about Tacoma wept. That was old and that was a meme for a long time. Yeah, he was weird. Do you know who I am? It was an obvious joke. I don't think he was joking. Okay? I think he really thinks he's hot shit. But we all know that you weren't actually fucking bitches. That's the part that wasn't true. You were not actually fucking bitches. And I'm sorry, but I'm a Washington person. I know this representation ain't right. I'm sorry, but a Tacoma 10, everywhere else is like a 2, a 1.5. So don't be acting tough.
You can have your horse porn, but I'm allowed to think that it's fucking weird and to judge you for watching that shit. Like, I'm sorry.
But yeah, kink shaming, yeah, I will be shaming you because you can only feel shame in your heart. I can't make you be ashamed. If someone's like, oh, you should be ashamed for liking girls, okay, I'm not ashamed of that, so I can't feel shame if you tell me to feel it. So there's no such thing as kink shaming, in my opinion. You can be mad all you want that I don't like that you want to fuck a horse or eat shit or suck toes. I'm allowed to not like that. And the fact that you care so much about my or any other stranger's opinion, because technically everyone on the internet's your stranger, you're crazy. The fact that I have to like what you like for you to be okay in your skin is super weird. Girl, like your horse porn, but I don't have to like that. It reminds me of that iDubbbz and Anissa shit. No, I don't have to like your nasty, ugly ass OnlyFans for you to be confident. She's obviously not confident enough to be a sex worker. Vosh is obviously not confident enough to be a horse fucker. So Tipster and Keffels and Vosh all look like they smell, and I saw that on Twitter, and it's the realest shit I've ever seen. Keffels is out here like, you're calling me a pedophile from Ethan. Keffels, you have no arguments, you're boring, no one likes you, and It's not because you're trans, and it's not because people think you're a pedophile. It's because people think you're weird. You're defending Vosh's, like, actually weird behavior. You're going in. It was sourced from Kiwi Farms. Just because something was sourced from somewhere you don't like doesn't mean jack. Just like with Ethan saying, like, it was from Keemstar. Just because you don't like Kiwi Farms and they bullied you doesn't mean that what they have on there isn't true. Especially, like, look, that stuff about fucking Creepshow art came out from Kiwi Farms and it was all true. Does that mean it's not true anymore? Like, you're stupid. Everyone here is stupid. Everybody acts like a big baby. No one says that. No one is out here saying it. They're like, no, you're fucking stupid and you're being a baby. No, it's not because you're trans. It's because you're boring and you're a liar and you stole money from people. And Tipster's weird because he already says weird shit. The goth mommies and he has a wife. We already think you're weird and we trying to distance ourselves from you, and then you're like putting your knees down for Vosh, sucking his wiener, his horse wiener. It's because y'all are lolicons, Loki. That's why I think y'all are lollipops. Y'all like lolly, and y'all are defending it because you feel hurt.
Somebody, an artist that I guess Vosh is friends with, drew CP of Keem's daughter.
Disgusting.
We would need a third party, but that's what he said.
It seems like he knows Shadman, because that's the person I know who drew Keem's daughter. And me and Jesse were just talking a little bit earlier, and he said he had no idea about him. So bless this house, bless Jesse for not knowing Shadman. That's how you know he's been untouched by that horrible world. The fact that he could be close with Shadman, if that's who they're talking about, that's red flag number fucking 5. Anyone who's cool with Shadman or cool with that type of drawings, like Shadman's like, oh well, it's not lewd, so it's just satire, bitch. That is a lewd image. That's like, it doesn't, because it's not nude or it's not. No, it was implicitly sexual of a child. That's disgusting. Like, I hope they're not talking about Shadman, but that's who I think of.
We were friends, and that I backstabbed him or something, which is entirely absurd. I've literally talked to him twice in Twitter DM.
What was I telling you? They were not fucking friends. He's being a little pussy. And even if you were friends, it doesn't matter. If you're doing something creepy and you don't call out your friends, you're not a real friend. You're just like a weirdo letting them get away with like weird shit. And that means you're also a weirdo. If I found out one of my friends was being weird, doing weird shit, I would probably stay away from them. Talk to them about it. Be like, yo, you good? What's the situation? If I find out it's real, you're gone. I've been calling it CP and Loli. To me, it's drawn CP.
Should I call it drawn CP?
Oh, that's what I'm saying this whole time. I've never called him a nonce or anything. I'm saying he's a creep, and he's weird, and he's a degen, and that he needs to go see Jesus, and he needs to go to see the therapist, because this is not okay. This is not normal. He's Coomer-brained, Coomer-pilled. If he doesn't get saved by the Lord, he needs to go and get a second computer.
There was an artist that drew some lolly that supposedly Chris from Mr. Beast's crew shared. That same artist drew Keem's daughter.
Oh my god, so it is Shadman. That's really bad, fellas. That's strike 3 for fucking Vosh. I don't have to say anything else. I'm saying he made a weird argument for CP, had, drawn CP on his computer, and he's okay with Shadman, who is a notorious drawn CP artist. 1 + 1 = 2. See, if he's friends with him, that's what I'm saying, that's the final straw. Like, that's really bad.
You will hear these arguments for 2 reasons from his fans and his defenders. The only 2 reasons that I can see: 1, they've been misled by Vosh and they don't grasp the entirety of the depravity of what he's into. Or, and I'm sorry to say this, 2, they also watch what he watches.
I agree. They either don't know what the fuck they're talking about, or they're creepy too. There is no way that's not the case. I don't know what to say. I agree with Ethan. I'm not sad to say it. I think it's facts. I think y'all defend Vosh because y'all are gross and y'all are personally hurt by Vosh's situation and Vosh's attacks. There's no way that when someone is attacking him for being weird, that y'all aren't personally hurt. That y'all are like, they think I'm weird. That's why y'all coming out. I'm not sad to say it. I'm gonna say it. Fuck you guys. No, everyone else on YouTube is a pussy. No one says what really needs to be said. Kelfels is boring. Tipster is weird. Vosh is weird. Augie based. Bo Black's based. Moodahar based. Nick based. Let's go. Lyrics based. Ethan based for this one. Die on Lolly Hill. No! Oh my god.
What you are hearing is merely the death rattle of a community on life support. Continue.
Dang, he's saying that Vosh has nothing. He's saying his community on life support. That's why a lot of people stopped being friends with Tipster. Because he started to make weird arguments. It's not because he was friends with Keffels necessarily. It's because Keffels also makes weird arguments. There's only something wrong with you when you start blasting your horse porn, defending somebody that hardcore. You're defending the lollies hard because you might be a lollipop. That's not okay, but it's like, you know what I mean? Saying just be proud at least. Sick of everybody hiding themselves. You know, if I knew you were a bad guy, you just told me, yeah, I'm a lollipop, then I know to stay away from you instantly. Hey, at least we know to stay away from Vosh now. At least we know for a fact he's like weird, and now it's not like, is he a weirdo? Because that CP argument, is he strange? Like, what is he doing? Like, he's a little creepy. No, he is creepy, and we all know it now. For a fact. You know that creepy uncle that comes over to your house? You're like, I don't want him to be around. He's creepy. I don't want to be alone in the room with him. That's him. That's Vosh.
On our subreddit, they are canceling their membership.
Ooh.
That's right. This is a post of a post. This is uncomfortable, but I don't think we should reward Ethan's recent behavior with memberships or subscriptions. Here's why.
People are canceling their membership over Lolly Hill. Goodbye! Good riddance! Ethan pulled out the whole ass receipt. I can't believe he's being so disingenuous. He's lying. The clips are all there. I saw all the clips. I agree with Ethan. Look at all the clips. Like, either you don't know what you're talking about or you're a creepo too. Is there any other option, Jesse? He nodded no. Tipster says he's genuinely disappointed seeing what H3 did to Vosh earlier tonight. You think after everything Hassan's community as well as others in the past have done to misrepresent Ethan, he would be so quick to do the same for others. Yet, here we are. He even used the same out-of-context clips alt-writers used to defame Vosh time and time again. Whatever this intended to be, this was not the move. And it was extremely bad faith misrepresentation of Vosh. Number one, just because it comes from people you don't like doesn't mean it's not true. Those clips are what he said. That's his argument. Just because alt-writers use it doesn't mean it's on Kiwi Farms. Just because it's from somewhere you don't like doesn't mean it's not true. Number two, you're genuinely disappointed you guys are not friends. You shouldn't be genuinely disappointed that he came after you. 3, bad faith misrepresentation. You obviously didn't watch the video either, or you're fucking brain dead. And I used to love you, Tipster, because you used to be kind of funny. You used to be kind of chill with the boys, like Augie and Boblex and Nick, and I used to love watching y'all shit talk together. But this is so ridiculous. And Keffels and everyone, y'all are boring and getting weird. Y'all are trying to turn to some, like, right side of history, and y'all are, like, right side of horsecock. So just because people defended him when other people are shitting on Ethan doesn't mean he has to defend child porn. But people defended you about Hassan, no. So, why are you bringing up dumb shit that doesn't matter? God himself could have defended him against somebody. Doesn't mean that we're gonna defend this bullshit. Vosh, you kind of have that same creepy mentality of, we're friends, so I did something nice for you out of the kindness of my heart. So you have to do something for me. I'm in a controversy, so now you have to defend me because I defended you. Hipster's literally just talking points. He's bad faith, alt-writers, buzzword, talking point. Bitch, do you have your mind of your own? You used to.
It's just like a self-report that he's just on autopilot here.
Right.
A self-report that he's on autopilot. That is the realest shit I've ever heard. Like, Keffels literally had nothing else to say. Kiwi Farms, trans, pedophile jacketing, pedo jacketing, or whatever that stupid word is.
Oh, and another thing I'll see, he uses the same out-of-context clips alt-writers use. If Nazis are alt-writers like popsicles, am I not supposed to enjoy ice cream anymore?
Am I not allowed to enjoy ice cream anymore? I'm glad someone said it. I agree. I'm sick of y'all being like, well, the Nazis do that. Alt-writers do that. This person I don't like does that. I'm my own person. They did that with milk. They were like, oh my god, milk is a symbol of the alt-right. Kill yourself. Kill yourself. You're such a baby. Everyone's such a baby. Not that serious. I swear, if someone was like, Nazis like breathing, y'all would stop breathing. I'll base y'all's opinions on who owns that opinion, who has that opinion. Y'all don't have those opinions because you actually agree or disagree. That's why y'all are following Vosh, because it's not because you have your own. Well, shit, this is coming up on like an hour recording. But yeah, everything Ethan said was right. Vosh is boo. Tipster boo. Keffels boo. Everyone who's okay with this is boo. Too many red flags. And if the Shadman thing is true, it's over. It's Jover. Hope you enjoyed me rambling on. Talk shit in the comments and fight.